Act 4. Act 4 of Diablo 4 begins.
I can shut out Andario's whispers most of the time, but
Something tells me this isn't going to end well for Taisa.
Better a whisper than having her walk the world again. Andariel is part of Lilith and Elias's plan. But how? What do we know so far?
We know nothing.
Lilith made a deal with Astaroth.
Oh, we know that.
A demon who served her father. Interesting choice of ally.
And she has a key to hell.
A place where she's seen as a traitor. So why would she go?
Good question.
And is she already there?
Aren't we all?
We need answers. Elias used the Sightless Eye to contact Lilith. Perhaps it can help us. Bring it here, would you?
I'm intrigued as to what would happen if you did Act 3 first and then 1 or 2. You know, did it in completely the reverse order. How that would mess around with the continuity of the story. Also, why is this mightily powerful artifact just left lying on the floor?
It's risky, but we haven't got a choice.
Oh, yeah, we're going to use it. Of course we are.
Ready? Picture Lilith in your mind and gaze into the eye.
This couldn't go wrong at all. Does it open? Does it... Whoa! Ah! It's bright?
My father's essence is reforming.
How do you know?
My mother knows.
Feel it. Like 1,000 old wounds ripped open again.
Nice.
He's still weak. Vulnerable. I must strike before he can resist.
Make his power yours. The other lords will.
Hi.
What happened?
She saw us.
Saw me.
She knows we're looking for her. Only a matter of time before she comes after us.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
Mephisto is reforming. And Lilith aims to...
So is that why the wolf's been helping us?
So, that's what you've been preparing for. All right, old man. Think.
What can we actually do?
If she takes Mephisto's power, she'll become...
That parchment's already got stuff on it.
She'll be able to conquer hell and sanctuary alike. I have an idea. How
And
to
I've
stop
just written it down on a sheet of paper that's already got a load of stuff on it.
to work. We'll need the help of an old ally. Deliver this message to Donan.
Oh, are we going to go and get our mount now?
Gone to Kehjistan for guidance.
Is it mount time? I'd like it to be mount time. Meet Donan at the Cathedral of Lights. He also said, Lorth also said that what's-her-face, the little girl, was going to play a part in the story. I'm wondering when she's going to come back into it.
After everything brushed aside.
Hello. I have a letter for you.
Good news for once, I hope.
Probably not.
Olaf. Oh, wonderful. So, Lord. Lilith.
That's how I read.
It's Soulstone. What? Is he serious?
What does it say?
He didn't tell you? No. Of course not. That would require some basic degree of consideration.
Uh-huh.
It's written in our code. He sent a plan. Though calling it that is generous.
Huh.
He wants to imprison Lilith with my soul stone. The one that held Astaroth.
Are they on the same level of power?
Certainly not. The stone needs to be attuned first. And he will need an expert for that.
Do we have one?
Laura thinks that expert is you.
Then he is even more foolish than I thought.
Oh, good.
Go to the
Ah, this is where What's-Her-Face is going to come back in.
I'll dig up what he needs. You can deliver it. And maybe then he'll leave me alone.
Lorath has such a lovely reputation.
Hold on. Did Lorath offer you his horse for the job? No, wait. What am I thinking? Of course not. I'm old friends with the stable master in town.
Yes.
Tell him I sent you.
It's time. Did you come to see
All
Anarius?
the good it did. After Scott's Glen, I hoped he could give me, I don't know, forgiveness, guidance, anything.
No, he's too far up his own ass.
Prophecy. His campaign against Lilith, I offered my help. But all he said was, what use has a general for a broken soldier?
Anarius is a bit of a dick.
It's not what was in it, but what wasn't. He didn't even have the decency to mention. It doesn't matter now. He's come down from the mountain, yes. But he's still the same man who went up.
Oh dear. Right. Step 1. Mount. I shall be a big druid on a small horse. I'm a friend of Donan's. He said you could provide a horse.
Donan. Ah. Now there's a
scar.
good man. A champion of the faith.
Mm-hmm.
Not like that old crank you were with earlier. What was his name? Lord Fam? Morath? Doesn't matter. I know Donan's been through some hard times of late.
Yeah, his son died.
However I can.
He's missing a forehead.
One of my steeds. Free of charge.
Thank you. Mounts can be purchased from a stable. Master or discovered throughout Sanctuary. Oh no. Mounts can be purchased from a stable master or discovered throughout Sanctuary. Once acquired, each mount will be available to all characters on your account. Call it by pressing Z. Space for burst of speed. Can be scared by too many. I wonder if that's changed since Endgame beta, because I think I got knocked off a horse once. That was only because I got stuck on terrain and swarmed. You can customize them. Ooh.
Take care, traveler.
Mount. Donan's favour. We get XP for that as well.
Mount with us. Father's oath.
So we've got blood splattered, kind of light bearer horse, or we've got this completely natural. Yes. Yes. That's the one that we found earlier, but I'm of course going to use the cry of, oh god, look, it's translucent. We can also buy some mount armor. 4 million? 4 million, well, 4.5 million gold for a saddle. And the thing is, we can actually use mounts in town. Look at me on my shiny muscle pony. That's horrible, actually. That's really not nice. Where are we going? To the Herodric Vault. Let's go there on horseback. I wonder, are we going to go through the other side of the Herodric Vault here? The purple side. Oh, hello. There we go. Every now and again it doesn't register.
An intruder.
It's not like that. She's but a child.
You brought a child? Here?
Ah.
She who brought me, actually.
Has she made the place homely? Norel, that was her name. She's fallen asleep on a book.
Watch where you swing that staff. It's not a toy.
Who is he?
He once lived in this vault. The one you're trespassing in.
Stop being a dick, Donnan.
Explain yourself.
I'm a student, conducting research on the Haradrim. What's left of you all, anyway?
A student, huh? You have a teacher?
Um,
Don't tell me Lorath has taken another apprentice.
I don't need a teacher to study. Lilith threatens Sanctuary as we speak. I need to prepare for that. With or without help.
You? Against Lilith?
well, at least she's doing something.
I came to get my things. I pray they were free from your meddling.
You'd think he'd, you know, act more kindly around a child, considering the state of things.
I used to be like that girl. Had more dreams than I knew what to do with.
Aha, we are going over here.
Let me unseal this.
I knew we'd be coming back here.
Chespit Hilm.
Bring Donan to his desks.
Be attuned to Lilith before Lorath marches up to her. It won't hold her well otherwise. I put together some notes on the process before I left.
And open? No, guess not. What was that? Oh, bats!
Forgive my familiarity as I write.
The old workshop. Lorath, Elias, and I would spend days on end cooped up in here. Experimenting. Debating. Nothing to hold us back but our own imaginations. And how much of each other we could tolerate.
Too ill.
The birth of the Heradric Order is up to the few of us who remain.
Books covered with meticulous notes, scrolls featuring lengthy alchemical formulae. Somehow you get the sense that everything is half finished. Yes. It's just like my workroom. A tidy desk. Bats. Oh, it's no longer following you.
First things first. Lorath will need my notes. Soulstone magic is treacherous, even in the most skilled hands.
Uh-huh. We're gonna get Zoltan cool.
Tread carefully. We summoned the spirit in here. Ran amok. Lorath assured me that he banished it for good, but I've always had my doubts.
Looks like you didn't. Oh, was that it? Just a bit of bonus. Bit of a bonus. Ooh. Ka-ching.
Damn spiders. Always find a way in.
Bloody bleh. Oh, there's more! And they're coming down from the ceiling in a horrible fashion. Delightful.
Lilith hails from her father's domain. Hatred. That's the essence Lorath will need for the attunement.
So it needs to be attuned.
The map. Somewhere. Here. All the places Mephisto's hatred yet lingers. There's just one last thing.
Okay. Goatman skeleton popped up for scientific inquiry.
A project to determine the physiology of the goatmen. In the end, it evolved into a debate about whether the creatures dream like goats or men.
Do goatmen dream of electric sheep? Or something? Is that your Heradic amulet? Sometimes it just doesn't register you clicking things.
I bet Lorath still wears his. The Order's
I
mission.
mean, he might do now that we got it back after he pawned it off.
Not like him. I wanted to be a man. I left to chase family, fellowship, glory.
And see what's happened to you now. Yes.
You saw how that ended. My son. I can't do it. It wouldn't work anyway.
Dornan.
You don't understand. The stuff soul stones are made of, they're old as the eternal conflict itself.
Uh-huh.
With magic so primordial, you need faith. You need spirit. I have none.
Oh, that's understandable.
Faith you have in allies.
Who? You?
Ouch.
Yes. You're the only one.
I don't really think we need to pan the camera back and forth here.
Unfortunately, you may be right. I can't make any promises. Really. But I can try. For you two, I'll try.
That's an odd choice.
Let's hear what the old man has to say.
Well, that's that opened. Why is that locked? Oh, it's because it resets the instance, doesn't it, if you've not been in for a while. That's not the right way. Yeah, we haven't been through that side in this version of the instance, I assume. Well, Noelle's not burnt everything down, so that's nice. What have you been up to?
This place is a treasure trove. Look at this masterpiece. Kalhas beyond the veil of the southern jungles.
You're familiar with Kalha's work?
She's brilliant. One of my favorites.
Mine as well.
Common ground?
Read her treatises? Never mind. You can tell me on the road.
On the road?
Yes.
I'm going to help you. I know the Haradrim's ways. Your magic.
She's a mini Haradrim.
The writing system you use. And don't tell me it's too dangerous. Lilith took my mother. I'll do whatever it takes to stop her.
Yes, I mean, we know this, but...
That's a good speech. Might even convince the man you should be telling it to. Come on. I'm headed to him.
Why is Donna holding a book?
But your Horadrim, isn't this your vault?
It was once. Now, I suppose time will tell.
It's mostly the bats and the spiders' vault these days. What were you looking for?
I've only scratched the surface, but that will have to be enough. Lilith won't be stopped by studying alone.
I don't know, we could throw books at her. It works for Scholar and Summoner in Final Fantasy XIV. Are you going to reseal the vault?
No, I don't think I will. If we fail, what would it matter whether all these secrets stay buried?
True. How many people lived here in its heyday?
Us 3 Horadrim, Elias, Lorath, myself, and an angel. Tyrael.
An angel?
What happened to him?
Hilarious?
Very different from him, fortunately. Tyrael set off before Elias did.
So could he still be around?
But I could tell he was afraid. We fell apart after he left.
Huh. They're being very cagey about the location of Tyrael.
It is a curse. The bane of the Horadrim. But also our greatest weapon. There's nothing like it in existence.
Probably.
The first Horadrim used a set of soul stones to contain Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. But such power comes at a cost.
Really? Oh, I was going to say.
The stone must always be guarded. It consumes your days, your dreams. You become a prisoner just as much as the demon contained in the stone. And despite your efforts, the evil eventually finds a way to break free.
It is a thankless
And
task.
so, I know of no better way to contain a demon. I wish I did, though.
Meet with your allies at the Forbidden Chapel. That is so much faster to get around.
You were right to call upon me, you know. Soul stones are no trifle.
There's the Donan I remember.
Uh-huh.
I need air.
You okay?
Andariel is getting louder.
I like that they gave us some extra dialogue. That she didn't just, disappear.
I can't tell the difference. I tried to push her down, but being stuck in that cramped room. I just need a moment of quiet.
What's going on?
I'm still muddy on the details of this plan.
The bones are there. Lilith aims to take Mephisto's power for herself. Before she can reach him, we use the Soul Stone on her.
This is not going to work.
Preparing the stone will take time we don't have. Why don't we fight her?
Who among us? You. Her corrupted blood still runs in your veins. No. Fighting her kind is always a last resort. Even if you could defeat her, she'd eventually come back.
Yeah.
But a smarter weapon, the stone, would be up to the challenge.
Who's going to guard it, though?
Stones usually fail, given enough time. It might not work.
You can make it work. There's no one I trust more to do.
Just hoping that is the case.
Picking up. I can't see her. Thaisa!
I'll find her.
Uh-oh. Oh, good. Is that Elias? Oh, it is Elias.
You're fumbling in the eye. Let me write to your list.
Is it just me, or is Elias really lanky? Like he looks stretched, or maybe he's floating.
I elevated her.
Uh-oh.
Runes inked into her skin form a waypoint. She is a beacon across realms.
Oof.
Get her out of here.
It matters not. Her part is done. Your part is done too. Save her.
I wasn't expecting this kind of drama this early into the act, but we're going to fight Andariel. Or... Oh, we are! Hi! You stompy! Oh, I have to move. There we go. My build kind of relies on being able to stand still and buff up my damage. Ouch. That was quite pokey. Not getting very far away faster. Oh. Oh, she's no longer bound.
I must wait a minute.
Cool model, though. Tank for me! I'm sure there will be people complaining that she's not naked enough. I don't know, she looks fairly, Hey. Okay, yeah, this isn't so bad now that she's, Oh! Has she broken? No, there we go. Stop knocking out of my... Keep knocking out my surpassing. Yes, it's not speedy stuff. But I guess it's supposed to be fairly big. You're out of here, Andariel. I was going to say, no legendary? Anguish Incarnate. Covered in chains and stuff. What we got? Restore. Well, that's actually not as good. Just do a chunk of critical strike damage. Yeah, that's just not very good. Well. Oh, she's still there.
What happened out there?
And oil.
Bloody hell. You finished the ritual from the volcano then?
Yes.
Elias. That's the man who summoned Lilith. You're saying he summoned a lesser evil too?
Uh-huh.
Keep up, girl. Is that gone?
Yes. Well.
Yes,
And Elias,
he fled.
before going to the steps, Elias came to Hawazar, took something that wasn't his.
Oh, that's where she's from.
That's why
Okay.
I'm hunting him. I have a friend in Hawazar who has mastered the art of immortality.
Huh.
You might know his secret. Let me take you to her.
Mastered
I
the
thought we were after Lilith,
art.
Elias.
Finding him may lead to her.
And while we look for him, you'll have time to work on the stone. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Ah, damn it, I'll bite. On one of those rare occasions you gave me good advice. You said the answers you need are often in the place you least want to look.
It was you who said that.
Ah, you're right.
Old men
This is ready.
doing old memory things. Well. Nothing else hiding in here, is there? No.
I thought I did. It was
Just the three of us.
It used to be just the three of us. He was young then. I guess we all were. His thinking was always radical. But I never thought it would come to this.
Ah, the rule of three.
Not at first. But then he almost killed me.
I assume the demon is now out of your head.
Put a demon in my head. I will take pleasure from his death. The hunt will soon be over. You've angered him.
Oh, good.
He will come to you. And I will be there when that happens. If fate allows, let it be my hand that ends him.
Where's Narelle hiding? Does she have anything to say? She doesn't seem to be here, does she? Mysterious. Oh. Okay. Lorth.
Listen, I didn't mention it earlier, but you did well.
Oh, thanks.
You stood against Andariel, a lesser evil, and lived. That's no ordinary feat.
Yeah, it took a while.
But don't let it go to your head. The arrogance and foolhardy never last long in Helltides. I wonder what old Deckard Cain would have written in his chronicles.
Oh, was that the end of Act 4?
Two old friends reunited. New allies eager to learn from our vast knowledge. Bound as one against the encroaching darkness, like the Haradrim of old. They were probably lost and bitter, just like us. But Cain had a gift for seeing the good in people.
Stay a while.
Was certain, at least.
And listen to me ramble.
To devour Mephisto and claim his power as her own. Had that been her goal all along? Not sanctuary, but a bid to reign in hell. And Elias, the damned fool, was too blind to see it. Perhaps we weren't perfect. But we knew we had to make a stand. We were the world's only hope.
And we were about to go and screw it up. Yeah, that was Act 4. Yeah. Plus 6.5% werebear skill damage, plus 1 rank of all defensive skills, plus 8% storm skill damage. That storm skill damage is quite nice. Plus 1 rank of all defensive skills. I think it's less armor. It's just 1135. Yeah, it's less attack power as well. I suppose because the 4.5% damage counts for that. It counts all damage as opposed to just storm skill damage. Because we don't just do storm damage. Well then. That was really short. I've been to Zarbinset. So we don't need to ride there for the next act, but I'm going to start a new video for that anyway. I assume there are 5 acts total. That tends to be the way of things. Next time, we shall begin/end Chapter 5. Act 5. Act 5. of Diablo 4. I suspect it is doing that thing where the story of each act is shorter as the story itself comes to a head. That would be my guess. I mean, we did the entirety of that act in less than a level. So, yeah, that's an interesting one. Stay safe, folks. I'll hopefully catch you back here for reactions and thoughts on Act 5. Act 4, short but sweet. Obviously, the boss itself had got some interesting bits to it, but because we're doing it on easy, we kind of face tanked it. And I think arguably that is for the best, because the dodging is not very responsive. It feels like the dodge always waits for an animation to finish, which isn't great. And the thing that I've noticed about dodge most often is that if you are slightly too late and you get hit by a knockback, then you hit to dodge at about the same time. You get knocked back, and then it dodges straight after, so it queues up the dodge. It's like, well, if I've been hit by the knockback, I'm not going to want to dodge straight away. And I think that is an issue. I think that is a problem. It is one of the two main issues that I've got are gems in inventory. Well, no, three main issues. Gems in inventory just occupy too much space. Low-level druid is just not fun. It's very, very slow, and I dislike the idea that, oh, it gets quite powerful at endgame. It's like, that's all well and good, but I cannot see myself leveling a druid for seasons, because the start of the season, it's just too slow. You know, there's nothing there to look forward to in terms of, oh yeah, no, that's what I'll choose for in the next season, because I want a really slow and sluggish start. It's like, yeah, okay, it gets good later on, hopefully, but it's not at the start. And yeah, when you're looking at 25 to 35 levels are really slow, that's not fun gameplay loop. I honestly feel like it needs early game scaling improvements. And my biggest fear is that too much of the game will be balanced around the bollocks that is PvP. I have no intention of doing PvP. I don't care about PvP, and the fact that, as far as I'm aware, skills in PvP and PvE are not balanced separately, when every MMO on the freaking planet has taught us that actually, eventually, you're going to have to separate those two things. The fact that they don't seem to have a PvP version of a skill and a PvE version of a skill is a worrying statistic, because it just means that, you know, they might completely change your build just because it's slightly overperforming or slightly underperforming in PvP. And, you know, getting your build buffed, that's great. But getting your build nerfed because of a type of content that, frankly, you shouldn't be balancing around because it should have its own separate set of balanced skills, is dumb. You know, don't get me wrong. People that want to create PvP builds should be able to go for it, but they should be able to go for it based on a different set of criteria to how something works. And as far as I know, it's not balanced like that. And it should be. Yeah, this is why I think that Diablo 3 was fortunate that they just abandoned the PvP side of things. You know, PvP tends to be a really small but incredibly vocal community. Just like, you know, Diablo 2 fans in general, actually. And they believe that unless you agree with them, that... Oh, does that show I'm AFK? Yes, it does. You know, there are always going to be incredibly vocal people on the internet. And it's like, you know, if you like your PvP, that's great. I don't want to stop people PvPing. I just don't want it to bleed through and wreck the PvE side of things. You know, they should be balanced separately. But, you know, I'm very outspoken on this topic. Anyway, I've ranted at the end of this video, haven't I? I'm sure I was talking about 3 concerns, and I think I only got to 2 of them. Early game druid. Oh no, I did go through 3. So gems in inventory, early game druid is just awful, and the unresponsiveness of certain controls. That feeling of it feels like it's lagging or that there's action queuing, and there should not be these things, especially on a dodge. Let me know if you agree with any of these thoughts in the comments down below. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.